The CPL 2006 Winter Championship Finals from Dallas, Texas are presented by AMD. Own the game. Choose AMD. And by the ATI Radeon X1950 from AMD. Also brought to you by BenQ. Enjoyment matters. Choose BenQ. Pizza Hut, bringing exceptional pizza deals to gamers. Razer, for gamers, by gamers. Coverage brought to you by GotFrag.com, your daily dose of esports.
Hi, this is Rod/Breslov of GotFrag TV, and I'm here with Brian Destrukt Flander, our guest caster here today, and we're about to go in straight into CZM versus CZM versus Jibo, the upper bracket finals here of the Quake 3 tournament.
We went live here, and it looks like CZM got the RA spawn.
CZM now with 100 health, 100 armor, and Shaft kills Jibo down to get the first kill of the game. Able to pick up YA, and gets hit by a rocket, able to go through a teleporter, around the corner. 86 health, 32 armor, can take 2 rails here, so won't die with 1 rail.
Yeah, Paul's going to have Jibo on edge for a little while. Paul just pretty much got complete control. Looks like he actually took a couple shots from Jibo there. Jibo manages to get control back.
Jibo with a nice rocket there, knocks down to 14 health, 16 health, and shafts him and picks up Mega. So Jibo's pretty stacked now, and has control of the RA, and timing RA and Mega.
Yeah, Paul managed to take a lot of health off of Jibo. Looks like he's going to pick up a frag here. What's going to happen is Paul's going to try to get control here once he gets the RA, and then he's going to try to make it so his positioning really takes away the ability for Jibo to pick up Mega, and then he's going to play ping pong with the spawns and probably rack a few.
That was a nice rail. That was a nice play by Jibo, waiting for CZM to go away to pick up RA, but two very nice very nice quick rails by CZM.
Yeah, CZM snipes him right there. There's the Mega pickup.
CZM is able to pick up Mega. He's going to probably wait around your RA. Jibo's going to hide up on top, try to peek rail down to CZM. CZM hiding near the green arm. They able to pick up 25, so he can take more than 1 rail. And it didn't matter anyways. He came up and shafted and picks up RA. So he's going to have RA time, and he's going to have Mega time soon, which is probably going to be coming up in the next 10-15 seconds.
Yeah, Paul the Dream manages to always have every single item on the map time, which is pretty much what he's known for. I mean, he is taking classes for mathematics. Is what he's going to be. He's going to be a doctor of math, so it's not really hard for him to time items.
Sees him already up to a quick 6-1 lead with only 2 minutes into the game, and picks up Mega. So he has control of the Mega now, and he's going to be able to control the RA. Very nice rocket by Jibo. The prediction rocket is CZM comes out of teleporter. CZM able to pick up another shaft kill now and the red armor. So each time it seems like Jibo is fighting the CZM over the red armor, and CZM's able to outshaft him and take RA anyway.
Yeah, a lot of the time what you're going to see between a player that's extremely good at hub and a player that's not as good is you're going to see fights more around the power-ups versus good players who tend to avoid conflict with the power-ups because the angles are kind of hard. You got the staircase, you got the jump pads in the hallways, but it looks like Jibo is really trying to throw CZM off the game.
Jibo finally did get RA. He didn't know time, but he was able to get it. 2 nice rockets pushing CZM away, but CZM hits a rail just before Jibo was able to go through the teleport.
Yeah, Paul's having none of that. He managed to hit a really nice rail there on Jibo after the surprise sneak attack of the LG.
Now Jibo's just getting spawn killed now. Because you get like 5, 6, or 7 spawn frags in a row on this map.
Yeah, nice rail there by CZM to take back control. CZM, ooh, he's going to go down there after Jibo gets a lucky spawn on the RA right there. Nice frag there by Jibo. Perfect time to get the Mega.
And then pick up Mega with only 12 health. So he's in a pretty good position. He's going to have RA time, and he's going to have Mega time now. He's going to have to pick up the next RA. I would expect CZM to fight him for this next RA here.
Yeah, definitely. CZM knows that Jibo's not very stacked, but timing's off a little bit there. The thing about this map is they'll fight, but the key to this map is the spawn kills. I mean, you can literally play ping pong with the spawns. You can go back and forth. And the great players pretty much know, you know, if he's not here, then he's here, and they'll take advantage of that.
And it's not even, you shouldn't even have to fight crucial fights over and over and over, and you can just get 5-6 spawn frags in a row. It's much easier than having to, you know, fight them back and forth RA and Mega over and over just to get one frag.
Yeah, so if Jibo manages to pick up a frag, which he does, and CZM actually outshafts him there at a disadvantage. Right now, CZM's going to get RA, and what he's going to do is he's going to try to keep Jibo away from that LG because it looks like that seems to be the weapon of choice for him.
Jibo had 2 nice rails out, taking away control from CZM. Now he's going to be able to pick up Mega and possibly the RA that's coming up.
Yeah, Jibo's doing a really good job of playing back at Paul. Paul usually manages to dominate his opponent's aim, but it looks like Jibo's staying on pace with him.
Jibo with a nice rail pushing CZM away from getting that RA. So now Jibo's going to be able to get the Mega, and he's going to be able to pick up RA here. And so he's pretty much in control of both the major items of the map.
He was in control, but Paul managed to really own him there with the shaft. Ooh, a nice rocket to the face.
Great rocket by Jibo there. And he's still able to pick up RA. Yeah. So CZM was able to push him away, but then he was able to capitalize and get the RA.
That was kind of a risky move by Paul. He didn't have a lot of health or armor, and that staircase really is death to anybody who doesn't have control. You're at such a disadvantage on that staircase because the people with the LG can pretty much put a straight beat on you, and they don't have to worry about you dodging it.
Jibo's weak now, 51 health, 92 armor. Gonna have to look for some health bubbles. Gonna spam some grenades down. I've seen in most of these matches, especially in ZTN so far, grenades have been almost a turning point in so many key matches so far.
Yeah, honestly, the 3 keys to this map are rocket spam and grenade spam, as well as running the spawns. Because when you don't have control, nice prediction rocket there by CZM. But as I was saying, the rocket and the grenade spam is what really can turn the game around sometimes for a player that's not in control.
You can push them away from RA, and you can push them away from Mega so they can't push further, and they can't go through teleports and just
you can really control the path they're going to take with the spam if you do it correctly. And CZM is definitely a master at that.
CZM able to pick up RA, but gets thrown out twice by Jibo. Flies through the air, and it's the second impressive of the game.
Yeah, that wasn't exactly a good move by Jibo there. It was kind of predictable. A lot of players do that where they'll jump through that teleporter, and he didn't even have enough health to take a rail, so kind of a risky move didn't pay off for him.
He's able to pick up another spawn frag there. 54 health, only 15 ammo left to shaft. This is a rail there. Gonna wait for RA. Jibo's trying to peek rail from below, waiting for CZM to come through, trying to spam rockets, but he's gonna keep spamming rockets at the top of the wall. Has to back off. And he's able to pick up Mega, but CZM's able to pick up the armor. Would you say that the Mega pickup is more important than the red armor pickup, or?
Everything's so crucial on this map because there's so much crossfire going on that you need to have whatever you can get. I mean, even the green armor is important sometimes. I mean, people like Jibo and CZM that have insane aim, you're not going to have control for that long as far as armor and health. I mean, you're going to have control of the map, but as control of the power-ups, that's going to fluctuate so much because they both have good aim, and they're going to be able to pick away at the other player.
CZM with another nice grenade there before, and he was able to push Jibo off that ledge, and then he was able to go get the red armor. Yeah. So just that one grenade was able to push him away and make it so he has to retreat, grab health, and try to run around, while CZM now has control of the red armor.
Yeah, a grenade to the face will basically turn the game around because it pretty much takes off all the armor the player has. And like right there is a nice face rocket, which did about 100 damage to Jibo, so he's definitely low, and Paul knows that. That's why Paul's sticking around with 50 health.
Now Paul is able to get the red armor and has control of the red armor. Jibo rushing him now, hitting him with a rocket. CZM down to 12 health, but he's going to run away and hits him with a nice rail.
Oh, that's a really crazy shot by Paul. He didn't have enough health to take more than about 3 machine gun bullets, and he managed to pick up the frag.
And an OG kill as Jibo falls down, and he's probably going to get a spawn frag here, or he's going to have to run away because he only has 14 health. Able to pick up a 25 health bubble, and he gets hit with a rocket just before CZM's able to pick up the mega health. So now Jibo's going to have control of the mega, and he's probably going with RA here.
Yeah, Jibo just totally took over control, but he's not playing the angles very well. Looks like, as Paul hits a pretty sick rail right there. Jibo's, you can tell he's inexperienced on this map because the angles he's taking in the fights are completely incorrect, and Paul is just really capitalizing on that.
What would you say would be the correct way to play the angle?
Well, we'll see. Jibo seems to be fighting him a lot below the staircase, and it's a complete disadvantage. And for a player like Paul, I mean, he's been in that fight a million times, and it's just going to work out towards him.
Well, you have to peek, though, if CZM is going to keep trying to get the RA.
Yeah, definitely, but, I mean, after he hit that face rocket, he should have went right up the stairs rather than continue to fight him from below.
CZM now with 152 health and 69 armor. And Jibo with 146, and he's hiding and waiting for CZM to come around. And nice rocket CZM got trapped by that before in the core game on DM6.
Yeah.
He was coming around the corner through LG, and then Core hit him with 2 nice rockets. He was just hiding there.
Yeah, it's pretty nice rail there by Jibo to pick up the kill. Oh,
A grenade frag. Everything that Jibo just accomplished there, just away. And now CZM has control of lightning gun and rail, and he's going to be able to try to get this red armor.
Yeah, there's a reason they call him Paul the Dream, and it's because he does stuff like that.
Jibo over to rocket jump up to RA as CZM picks up Mega, but he's going to be reduced down. Jibo with a nice frag, and CZM with a nice grenade. Was that a grenade there, or was that a rocket?
Looked like a rocket that he put through a little tiny doorway there. Managed to catch Paul.
Well, CZM up by 11 now. 9 minutes into this game with 6 minutes left. Jibo with a nice frag there, cut it down to 10. Do you think Jibo will be able to come back 10 frags? It is, you can get 8 spawn frags in 2 minutes on this map.
Yeah, you could come back from 10 in a matter of 30 seconds on this map if you get the correct spawns and the player makes the wrong moves. I mean, this map, 10 frags is about the equivalent of like 3 on ZTN.
Ooh, CZM pushing Jibo away from red armor, and then Jibo trying to go for Mega and follows him and takes him. Jibo jumping up to RA, is able to get RA. He runs out of shaft damage with a nice rocket on Jibo there.
Yeah, Paul's not exactly making it hard for Jibo to pick up a couple frags here. I understand what he's doing. He had the timing. Oh, nice rail there by CZM. That's that same move we were talking about earlier. It's kind of predictable for a lot of the good players.
CZM's hitting another nice impressive shot there.
Yeah, CZM's got this map on lockdown right now. He's going to be chasing Jibo around for the next 3 minutes or so, keeping him off the power-ups. Jibo's just going to have to do his best to hit a couple grenades or rockets.
Yeah, right now, Jibo has 190. Oh, 2 nice rockets on 15 health. Jibo's down to. CZM going to chase him.
Looked like Paul didn't have the right sync on the Mega and the RA there, which is why Jibo managed to pick up that Mega, because the timing was off a little bit. Timing on this map is crucial. You need to be at the power-up when it spawns if you have control, or you could completely alter the way the game is being played.
CZM stacked now with 100 and 200. Jibo with 2 nice rails to knock down that armor. Yeah. He's going to have to keep hitting those peak rails. He's going to want to push on.
A couple extremely difficult and nice shots by Jibo, and looks like he's putting the pressure on, trying to get Paul back off that RA. Paul's got 38 health. I don't think Jibo's aware of how much health Paul has, because if he did, he'd be rushing up the staircase right now.
Well, he did hit 2 rails and did hit a nice rocket. I don't know why he's not pushing here. And he will push, but he didn't get the push fast enough, and CZM's able to pick up RA, and now he's able to run.
Yeah, this is those angles I'm talking about. I mean, and rather than fight him above the staircase when he knew he hit him with 2 rails and LG, he managed to wait until the guy got to RA and then fought him on the staircase. I mean, the angles that he's choosing aren't exactly really smart.
Ooh, and nice rail by CZM as Jibo goes up the jump pad, making this a 24-12 lead with only 4 minutes 45 seconds left to go. Do you still think you can come back? I mean, CZM right now is in control of the red armor and control of the Mega, and Jibo can't really find how to combat CZM. He keeps coming up from the lower stairs and usually isn't making that many good decisions trying to fight for red armor.
Yeah, Jibo's not experienced enough to be Paul on this map or make a comeback. I really don't. Oh, a nice
grenade.
Yeah, that nade went right in the teeth of the Russian sensation.
Jibo down to 88 health and 25 armor. Does pick up that green armor, so he can take 1 rail. He's going to need to take this RA, which he does get. So now he's just as stacked as CZM. He's going to have to push on CZM. Nice rocket by Jibo. But nice rocket by CZM was. So they both kill each other, so the score stays tied. Jibo's able to get the better spawn there. Picks up all 3 rocket launchers and nice rail.
Nice rail.
Make it 26-14. Picks up Mega. Going to have to push on CZM here a lot. Going to have to keep spawn frags on. Going to have to get many in a row here from the comeback.
Yeah, you're going to see CZM playing a game of cat and mouse with Jibo right now. He's pretty much going to try to use all the jukes that he can to keep Jibo off of him. At this point, I really don't know how possible it would be for Jibo to come back, because Paul's aim, he's going to get frags. He's going to get more frags. It's just a matter of how is Jibo going to adjust.
Yeah, CZM knows where Jibo is at all times. He can run away, he can grenade spam, and then he can do his flick rail as Jibo comes out of the teleport.
And like I said earlier, I mean, it might not look like Paul's in control, but Paul knows the timing of every single item right. He knows Mega's up right now. He knows RA is up. I mean, he might not have control, but he knows, and he can use that to his advantage.
And Jibo picks up the Mega, going to pick up the RA here. So Jibo is stacked 193 to 150. CZM only has the rail gun, so if Jibo can push here with lightning gun and can run on him, and as long as CZM doesn't hit 2-3 rails in a row, there's a nice rocket by Jibo on CZM, knocking off 23 health, and Shaft kills him. So he only has a 26-16 lead now. 10 frag game. With 2 minutes to go, he's going to have to spawn kill him a lot here.
Yeah, he's going to have to pretty much get the dream spawn rotation right now, which is very possible on this map, but I mean, from the way it looks, like I said, Paul's hitting all his shots. I mean, like he was just stacked, and now he was down to 100 health at one point.
Yeah, Paul hit 2 very nice rockets to push Jibo away, so Jibo couldn't push on him. That basically probably is the game right now. I don't see Jibo coming back here.
Yeah, that was definitely the game. He had to make that spawn kill right there, and he missed it, and Paul took advantage of it and brought him down, and now, ooh, nice rail there by Jibo. Paul's going to delay his spawn.
Didn't get the spawn he wanted. Maybe thought he was going to spawn a green armor, which you can just spawn frag him over and over.
Yeah, this is all but over for Jibo at this point.
So going into the next match is ZTN. This would be Jibo's match choice. I think that map fits his style much more than Hub. I think he will be much better at that. And CZM lost to Cooler on ZTN, and I think Jibo and Cooler have similar styles, and he'll be able to. I think he'll be just as much of an opponent as Cooler was for CZM.
Yeah, I think Jibo's going to be a really hard game because Jibo really knows how to roach, and what I mean by roach is a lot of guys they know how to use that map to their advantage, even when they're not in control. I mean, they manage to pick up all the YAs, all the green healths, all the shards, and you know they'll find a way to pick a fight that they think they can win. And it's really easy to do that when an RA is suspended in midair and people have to make a move to get there.
So with 30 seconds left on the clock now, Jibo with 24 health, 14 armor, and sees him with 93 health, just peeking around with railgun, shooting some rocket launcher spam, and a nice rail.
That's going to seal the deal right there.
Nice rail. That makes it 27-20, and that is probably going to end maybe one more frag here at the end.
Yeah,
nice rail, 12 health to go. Maybe he'll push. Maybe he'll just wait. He wants to peak rail. He wants that peak rail last kill. Oh, and he can't get it. Jibo gets it, and it's 27-21 for CCM.
Pretty well played game by Jibo, actually. I realize Paul won, but you know these guys, these Russians and these Europeans, they're known for not having a spectacular hub. But so far, I mean, you had Cooler beat Viju. Zamas actually defeated me, and you have these hub games where a lot of people think it's kind of a trump card for Americans, where they say, hey, you know, they have hub and they can give the American that map, and they know it's going to go to 3 maps. But the foreigners have really come through on hub this tournament.
They have done much better. They haven't beaten the Americans as much on hub, but I think they have stepped up their game. And even if the hub is an American map, I would say CTN is a European map, and it's always been favored for the Europeans. So it is 1-1. DM6 has always been pretty in the middle, and so no DM9. So I would only say one map to the advantage. Maybe DM6 is a little more American, but you've seen Cooler destroy people on that map 45 to nothing before.
DM6 is really a map of, since the weapon spawn delay is 15 rather than 5 like all the other maps, it adds a new flavor, and the Europeans tend to like to, you know, run the LG versus Americans who kind of just run around the map aimlessly, and you never seem to know what they're really doing. But you know, a really impressive game by Jibo on hub, and I mean Paul the Dream, obviously Paul the Dream Nelson, as they call him. He's almost impossible to beat on hub. I mean, if the person that beats him on hub is really, it's going to be a shock when he actually loses that map, if he ever does.
Yeah, so Jibo only lost that by 6 frags, so he put up a really great showing on hub.
Yeah, that was a really good showing. I mean, a lot of you guys remember, you know, ESWC 2005, CZM making players literally look horrible. I mean, beating great players like Fox by like an insane amount of frags, and really good showing by Jibo. I mean, he hates that map, and when I was in Singapore with him, he was telling me about how it's his bane. He just cannot stand that map.
CZM only hit a 20% lightning gun in hub. Do you think that will hurt him if he has that same percentage here?
You know, percentages can really be deceiving on that map, mostly because you know, they're spamming a lot. And you know, like they're spamming the corners with the LG coming around it. So that's going to lower your percentages a lot, obviously, if you're spamming LG.
Yeah, but he's going to have to hit better than 20%.
Oh, he'll hit better than 20%. And the thing about Paul on this map is he's always putting pressure on. So what Jibo is first going to notice in this map is that Paul's going to be there no matter what power-up's coming up. Paul's there putting the pressure on. He really has a nice run on this map. But Jibo as well, I mean, if Jibo has control, he's probably going to keep Paul trapped a lot of the time because Jibo's really good at knowing where the opponent is. And he's going to use a lot of aspects to his advantage, such as rocket jumping to the grenade launcher off a kill by the LG. Jibo's really known for doing stuff like that, and Jibo's LG is probably just as good as Paul's, so it's going to be an interesting battle around the RA when they're getting in LG fights, trying to fend each other off.
Do you think it'd be more important to control the Mega down below, or to try to control the red armor and then go to the yellow armor?
It's going to be equally as important, but for the person not in control, you want to try to get We're going to go live here, actually. But you're going to want to try to get the Mega with your YAs because the RA, I mean, it's risky to get, especially if the guy has control.
And we're about to go live here following Jibo. Jibo gets the lightning gun spawn and Mega while CZM's able to pick up the railgun and the red armor, but already knocked down to 43 health, so the red armor is already depleted.
Yeah, kind of a silly move there by Paul. Most people know not to drop down to rail once they get the RA spawn.
Do you think that will hurt him right now? Do you think Jibo will get spawn frag?
Yeah, he pretty much handed Jibo control right there. Jibo managed to actually delay the Mega health there, which means it's not going to be up until 56, which really works to Jibo's advantage.
Now Jibo has 140, 25. He's going to get the red armor here. And he says he's going to be stacked 133, 124. Well, CZM only has 128. So CZM's going to have to go around and try to... I don't think he even has OG.
See, the thing about CZM, he doesn't know that Jibo delayed this Mega. So CZM is waiting for this Mega. So Jibo's going to pick up that frag. That's what delaying that Mega health did for Jibo right there. It's not going to be up for another 6 seconds. And Paul doesn't know that. And since Paul right now is over by the Y, he's not going to know when it picks up again. So he still doesn't have the timing on that Mega health.
So Jibo has control of the RA end of the Mega here, and CZM's going to be peeking at RA, gets pushed away. So Jibo's going to pick up a couple armor shards, going to be able to get to 120 to make it so he takes more than one rail. CZM still being pushed away by those grenades, has plasma waiting at the platform. Still waiting for Jibo comes from behind and hits him with LG.
Oh.
It hits a nice nade and makes
wow.
CZM crater. That grenade again on this map.
Yeah, really, really nice grenade there by Jibo. Kind of a prediction nade, kind of a pray for rain sort of a nade where he was just hoping on the Hail Mary of Quake 3, but it managed to work and all craters.
I think that's like the third or fourth time on this map specifically the grenades have changed.
Oh, definitely. I mean, nades, you're going to see, think about Jibo, he is the nade master. He's going to have over 130 grenades thrown in this. You're going to see an insane amount of nade spam coming from Jibo. I mean, he spams it as he's running no matter where he's going.
Jibo with a nice pickup there. CZM with 100 and 150, so they're both playing kind of defensive now. CZM trying to figure out what Mega spawn time is. He doesn't know what time
threw
it
him
is.
off from the start, and now Jibo's definitely, he's almost stacked right now. He's 127, 196. Ooh, a little prediction. Paul knew he was coming. Paul picks up Mega, fighting him off, but Jibo's not having any of it. He's still got tons of armor, tons of health. Paul's got 67 health.
Why does CZM rush there with Rocket? He tried to peek and hit a Rocket, but he got killed. Now Jibo has 84-58 and is able to pick up the right armor.
The reason Paul did that, he wanted to know when the heck Mega's coming up. So now Paul's got the timing on Mega, and he also has the timing on RA. So what Paul's going to do here for the next about 2 minutes is he's going to attack.
So Paul did give up that frag, but now he has timing on both. So we'll see if he's going to be able to try to get the actual Mega, though. Because Jibo is stacked here.
What Paul did right there is he knows... There's the Mega. Paul knows the timing on the items now, and he was trying to roach away some health. And what he's going to do is he's going to creep around and pick up Y and shards now, and he's going to probably wait until he's got 200 armor, and he's going to try to make a move at Mega. I think is eventually what's going to happen.
Well, he doesn't have Railgun here, so he's going to drop down. He's going to get Rail, so now he has Rail, Rocket, and OG, so he has the main weapons he needs. Has grenades, so he can push him away. He does. I don't know if he knows Mega time now.
No, he definitely is lost on Mega. Normally, the Mega times would be like 34. And then it comes up at 115, and then back up at 150, and so on and so on. And so Paul he's trying to find the normal Mega times. He picks it up there. He has the timing on it now, and he has it.
And he hit a nice throw to push Jibo away from getting close to him.
Paul just literally turned the game around right now. He's going to have complete control. Jibo's only got 66 health and about 90 armor.
Jibo will pick up RA here, though. So Jibo is a 90 and a 200, but CZM catches him as he plasmas up, and he runs down, and he tries to OG, but Jibo goes through the teleport. CZM is still stacked here, 150 and 80, and Jibo only has 65 and 11. Picks up the 50, so he can take more than one rail now. CZM's going to catch him. He's going to chase him. 21 health. Jibo's spamming grenades, and he's first to fall down, but he does get Mega. And Jibo does not know Mega time now.
No, but Paul knows exactly where Jibo's going. He's going to pick up the frag here. Really nice move by Paul. Nice RJ there.
Makes it a 2-0 game now. CZM coming out of the negatives back to 0.
CZM's got this map on lockdown right now. He's looking for the spawn kill across the map. Ooh, just misses it. Doesn't realize he spawns there. Jibo's going to try to get rail. I don't think Paul's going to be able to hold him off because he doesn't have enough health.
And Jibo going to spam grenades out as CZM waits there, but has to retreat. Has to go back to Railgun, picks up the shards, goes up to 71, 72. Jibo with 108 health and no armor. Does pick up red armor now. Only has plasma. Got the spam plasma outside of teleport. Doesn't go through. CZM waiting at the rocket launcher at the YA. picks up YA. He's stacked 160, 120 now.
Yeah.
And finds Jibo at the LG and plasmas him. Jibo's going to be distracted here.
Yeah, Paul pretty much put the hurt on Jibo right there. Jibo's trying to find out that Mega 10 just like Paul was before, but it's going to be up here in about 10 seconds. And Paul's waiting on RA, gets it, and he's gonna get health. He's probably going to pick up. Shards aren't there, but Jibo's going to be looking for the YA. And Paul's not going to let him. Paul's just going to keep him on his toes. Like you see, Paul's constantly putting pressure on. If you notice, Paul always knows where he is, and Paul's constantly putting pressure on Jibo. So it's hard for Jibo to stand still and try to roach off the YAs and the health.
Paul did pick up Mega, and he did pick up the yellow armor. So Jibo is now he's waiting for YA. He doesn't have much to work with now. He's just waiting, trying to creep around. But CZM finds him and just kills him. It takes the lead, 3-2 now. Sees him with 100 armor, 70 armor, and 100 health. And he's in the lead. Jibo is stuck with plasma, and he took that Y over there. So Jibo just has to run around, has no armor, and has nothing. Jibo down to 12 health, gets lucky there, picks up 2 20 health bubbles, gets up to 62, picks up the shards, 62-25. One rail will still kill him.
Oh wow, nice rockets by Jibo there. Also, that little fight they had back there really changed the game. That plasma spam. Ooh, Jibo's trying to picks up the frag with an LG after chasing Paul.
So that makes it a tied 3-3. Jibo able to get that armor, so it makes it 27 health and 50 armor, waiting for that 50, but the 50 doesn't spawn. CZM does have LG, walking around 113 health, 15 armor. Gonna head down to Mega, waiting for Jibo to come down. And he gets hit with a grenade down to 11 health. The grenade again.
Yeah, nice shot there by Jibo.
But Jibo didn't attack, and CZM was able to get the Mega, so now he has the Mega spawn. Jibo did get red armor, but he could have attacked and taken Mega and then gotten RA after.
See, the thing about the nades is you never, when it makes that hit noise when you don't see him, you never know if it faced him or you never know if it was just a little splash damage that barely tapped him. So it wasn't worth the risk for Jibo to drop down there, especially at the time when he only had about 100 armor.
Jibo's now stacked though with 100 health and 190 armor, and CZM only has 175. But CZM's able to pick up red armor, so he does have red armor time now. Jibo trying to rail him, and CZM goes to the Mega Point, spamming grenades down. CZM able to pick up armor, 180 and 180. So now they're both pretty stacked. Nice rail there by CZM. Taking off some health. Jibo waiting at rocket launcher, spamming grenades. Going up, playing very cautiously, seeing if he's on the other end of the RA. Spamming a rocket down. Just misses him as CZM goes through the teleport. CZM spamming plasma. Knows he's up there. He's going to rocket jump up and rush him.
Yeah, CZM knows that he has the advantage on Jibo right now, but he's not going to. Notice how he doesn't chase. He's not going to give up control to get that frag. It's a really smart move by Paul, but it looks like Jibo did a really good job keeping him off that Mega. Paul manages to get the Mega anyways, and he's going to go to YA, which he's probably going to cut off Jibo here. We can see that. Yeah, here it comes.
Wow. Just loses the shaft battle there.
Nice shaft by Jibo. Really impressive.
Jibo goes into the lead, 4-3.
Jibo puts the bead on him right there.
Do you think that's a bad move by CZM, trying to chase him?
No, I don't. I think that's a really good move by CZM. He's just unfortunate and he got out-aimed.
CZM picks up that RA in front of Jibo. So Jibo is down to 77 health, and CZM does know the timing of this Mega. So they're going to be fighting over this Mega. Jibo's going to be spamming grenades down, trying to hit a rail. Was forced to run away with 27 health. CZM's going to pick up the Mega, have Mega and RA time, and Jibo's going to have to run around and try to wait for the 50 and wait for the YA near Plasma.
Yeah, Paul was camping that Mega because he knew that when the YA was coming up in the Plasma room, so he knew that he was safe to sit there and wait. And RA's up right now. Here it is.
CZM picked up the YA in Plasma and the RA, so Jibo has nothing now.
Yeah, you're going to see Paul actually go into the YA. Yeah, Paul's in the YA room, takes out Jibo, and now he's going to try to run the spawns, but Jibo manages to get the rail spawn, which is a really fortunate spawn for him. Hits a nice rail on Paul, but Paul's still, another rail. Paul was stacked, but now he's down to about 100 health and 67 armor.
And Jibo's spamming rockets, waiting for Paul to come out of that walkway. He gets it with a nice rocket. Down to 8 health. Mega's up. Jibo gets the Mega, but hits him with a rocket. 45 health and a nice rail on CZM.
That's almost a prediction rail right there by Jibo. It's kind of, I'm going through this teleporter, so I'm going to spam a shot, and manages. That's why he spammed that little bind he has there in Russian, because he knew he got a little lucky.
Oh, and a nice rail by Jibo as CZM was jumping for the red armor. So CZM did get that RA, but
I'm not sure if the timing was just off on Jibo's next rail or if that little plasma boost that Paul that actually helped him.
So Jibo's now running around 65 health. He couldn't get that lower YA, so now he has to continue running and try to get shards and try to get back up to 100. So one rail now from CZM will kill Jibo. CZM's probably going to pick up Mega here. But Jibo's a nice jump, get the RA, so now Jibo's back stacked up to 100. CZM with 160, 182 though, so CZM's much more stacked than Jibo. He has Mega time, he has YA time, and he doesn't have RA time, but he'll probably cut off Jibo here from getting
The
RA.
thing about this situation right now that is, if Paul gets this next frag, he's got this map on lock. So if Paul gets this next frag, he's going to bring the pain train on Jibo, but it's going to be a manner of him actually picking up the frag because he's not going to let Jibo get another item. He picks up Mega.
CZM picks up Mega and rushes with Plasma, pushing Jibo away. So Jibo's going to have to settle for the YAs and Plasma.
Jibo's going to try to play a little sneak attack here on CZM, camping above the RA. Here it comes. Nice
rocket and L at OG's and CZM down to 37 health, but CZM hits a nice rail to push
pretty
Jibo
clutch
away.
rail there. Yeah, pretty clutch rail there. Jibo actually, or CZM actually manages to keep control by picking up this wire right here. Oh, not anymore. Nice rail there by Jibo.
Jibo's going to chase him. He gets him right before he goes through the teleport, and that makes it a 6-4 game for Jibo here.
Really impressive from Jibo. I mean, he was at such a disadvantage that entire fight, but that surprise attack at RA, which was actually kind of predictable. I'm surprised Paul actually RJ'd up there because he hadn't seen him for about a minute or so it's obvious he's waiting for him to get that RA.
So now with 4 minutes left to go, Jibo was able to put those grenades and that walkway to RA, pushing CZM away from red armor. So Jibo was able to pick up that red armor and has control of Mega, while CZM's left with yellow armor, and that's about it.
Yeah, Jibo's got this map in own mode right now. He's keeping Paul off. He's gonna have to avoid this plasma spam.
Jibo hitting those peak rails, avoiding that plasma spam, making so he hits those corner rails as CZM runs away. RA is up, but Jibo elects to rush him and get the frag, making it 7-4. 4 minutes left to go.
Yeah, that's a really nice move by Jibo right there. Obviously, Paul's not going to rocket jump to RA if he knows Jibo's there, so Jibo will actually just get the frag. Really good move.
And Jibo picks up red armor now, so he was only down to 58 health, but picking up that red armor and yellow armor, so he's back stacked again.
Yeah. He's got this map in lock right now. What he's probably going to do is he's gonna hunt right now.
Turtle. I think it would be Turtle.
Eventually. How much time is left here? What do we got?
Yeah, 3 minutes left to go, and Jibo picks up another frag, so now he's up by 4.
I think that's all she wrote for Paul.
Paul out OGing him, though. Can't get the frag, though. Jibo down to 19 health.
Oh,
10
wow.
health. And he can't pick it. See them down to 10 health now. Jibo up to 100.
Yeah, that was really, really nice work right there. Paul's plasma spam seems to be a bit off, so I mean, if those plasma balls hit Jibo, it's a different story, but he missed them, and so I think that might have actually been the deal sealer for Jibo.
Yeah, I don't see CZM coming back. Now, Jibo's really stacked, and he can just run around and turtle on this map for the next 3 minutes, and there's nothing that CZM can do. And Jibo picks up the Mega as well. So Jibo has Mega, and he has RA, and there's nothing really CZM can do now.
This is going to be the fight that,
Jibo waiting for rail, seeing if he was going to go to the right, but CZM never went, and he missed the rail anyway. So CZM's still alive, able to run away, 54 health, waiting for yellow armor. But Jibo is stacked here, and CZM's going to have to push right now if he wants to be able to come back. 2 minutes left to go, and ZTN is very hard with 4 frags. It's not like Hub where you can get 4 or 5 spawn frags in a row. It's ZTN where you can run around.
It depends where he frag. If he frags him by the grenade launcher, it's not going to matter anyways.
Jibo gets another frag, and that will be game.
Yeah, that is the knife in the heart of CZM right there. Looks like we're going to end up going to a coin flip. This map, really well played by Jibo. I mean, even when he wasn't in control, he managed to do a ton of damage to Paul in fights, and that's kind of what threw Paul. That mega delay at the start of the game really is what threw Paul off, because Paul was there for the predictable times every time for the first 4 minutes, and he just was confused until he finally got it at about the 4th or 5th mega. And then the other thing that I think
Jibo was up by 1 if the CZM pushed forward too much.
Yeah, and that nade really threw off the game, because Paul went from potentially killing him to 11 health.
And he had to run away, he couldn't push, had to go get health,
Nothing was
armor.
Yep, another nice nade by Jibo. I told you, if we're going to check his nade attempts here at the end of the game. What do we got so far?
Let's see.
This was we can't tell yet.
No, I can't tell. 3.2% grenade. That means he must be shooting at least 80, 90 grenades.
Oh, he's going to have over that. I mean, he is the nade master. I mean, if you watch any of his demos or if you've seen any of his games from the CPL stops, he literally spams nades as he's running. He doesn't care if the opponent knows where he is.
Dude with another nice Jibo. Misses the rocket jump there, but it's not really going to matter.
No, they're just doing a warm-up mode right now, pretty much. This is Paul accepting his fate. They're going to go to coin flip. And I think the coin flip, either way, is going to work to Paul's advantage. But Jibo was known for having a pretty solid no DM9 game.
I would think that it would be work in Jibo's advantage for no DM9, and it would be CZM's favor for DM6 here.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think his no DM9 is ridiculously strong or anything, but I know on DM6 it would probably be worked to Paul's advantage, I'd have to say.
Yeah, Paul had a great game yesterday with Core coming back from 11 frags down to beat Core.
Yeah, that was insane. I mean, that's the kind of stuff legends are made of, and Paul managed to, you know, once again, he never ceases to impress no matter what tournament he's at. It's ridiculous. I mean, he goes to the SWC 2005, supposedly with like 2 weeks of practice. I mean, just stuff like that. I mean, he's the type of player where...
CZM only hitting a 22% rail there and 24 shaft.
I'm going to check Jibo's nade attempts here. Jibo shot 157 nades.
157 grenades.
And that's not even average for him. I've seen games where he's shot easily 180 and on ZTN, and it's part of his strategy, and as you can see, it worked.
It works. I mean, I still think there's nothing worse than getting hit by a grenade. Even machine gun kills and gauntlet kills, a grenade to the face, it just completely controls control, and you can't push, and it's very hard to come back.
As you saw the instant replay there of that pretty sweet shot at the end.
Oh, no DM9.
Looks like we're getting no DM9, which is going to be really interesting. I think this really makes it an interesting third map. I'm pretty confident DM6 would have been a blowout for Paul. Jibo hasn't exactly been playing too good on DM6 as of late, but no DM9. I mean, Paul, I'm not sure if it's his worst map here, but he definitely is going to have problems with Jibo.
Do you think this will be advantage to Jibo?
I definitely think this map's advantage to Jibo. I mean, Jibo's been playing this map for a long time, when it was known as DM13. This is obviously the pro remake. The reason they actually did this remake is if you notice there's grates in the bridge there, and part of what made this map so good back in the day was you could shoot through the floors, and when you could shoot through the floors, it was easy for a person not in control to spam underneath the bridgeway and the catwalk there, and so they added the grates so that it was easier for person not in control to get control back by a little like a surprise attack from below.
Do you enjoy the map that has no rail?
I really do. I really enjoy the map. I think it adds a lot of variety. And see, the great thing about Quake 3 versus like Quake 4 is there's so many different styles. Like you have people with defensive styles, people with rage styles, people with like insane aim. I mean, you'll see players who don't even have that good aim winning because it's just their strategy. And this is one of those maps where it's a style. Looks like Jibo's going to get the shotgun spawn. A really interesting move here actually goes to RA.
CZM was able to get the YA and the Mega now, so I would think that CZM had the better spawn there of the two.
Yeah, CZM definitely got the good side of that spawn. I'm not sure why he didn't try to beat him to the Mega.
CZM now with 155 health, 55 armor, running around, catching Jibo coming down the stairway.
Nice move by Paul. Great move. What Paul's going to try to do is keep Jibo away from that LG, which looks like he spawned there, so he's actually not doing too well. Jibo actually has control right now, but Paul's going to try to do as much damage as he can to him with that RA. Paul rocket jumps to get to Y. Good move. And Jibo's not having none of that, so he avoids the jump pad.
So he's going to be able to pick up Mega, so he does have Mega spawn and Mega time. I don't know if Jibo knows what time Mega just spawned. He did just see CZM.
I'm pretty sure Jibo knows for this reason. There's predictable times, like I said in the first map, of when Mega's going to be up, and right now it is on that cycle of predictable time, so Jibo definitely knows when Mega's coming up.
Do you think CZM made away the Mega?
It's kind of hard on this map because you never know if they're creeping around the corner. So, and when you see Mega up, you pretty much get it before you get trapped.
CZM's stacked now, 200, 200.
Yeah, CZM is about to bring the herd on Jibo.
Jibo's running around with machine gun 132, just looking for armor and something to do right now. He's just trying to hide, trying to wait.
Paul has this entire map synced. It's really easy to run the armors on this map because of that rocket jump up to that way. So he's basically going to sit here and hope Jibo walks into him. And Jibo's not going to have anything. He has no armor he can get.
Have a weapon.
No, he has no armor he can get. He can't get a weapon because if he goes up to that rocket launcher, he's getting shafted to death.
CZM knows that. CZM's stacked really hard. Jibo can't do anything right now.
This is the epitome of complete control. CZM has complete control right now on Jibo.
CZM trying to hit those rockets, trying to push Jibo away from that YA, picks up YA, has 142, and picks up Mega, so he's back stacked to 200, 200. And Jibo has 110, is still just trying to peek and just trying to turtle.
Yeah, Jibo is trying to keep Paul off as much as he can, but, nice middle. That's what he needs to do. He needs to hit shots like that.
That was a great rocket by Jibo there. Knocking CZM down. Did a little bit of damage, but CZM's back up to
It was actually a really risky move by Paul. He knew he was there, but Paul still RJ'd. I mean, I don't know if it's kind of cocky, but, I mean, he almost gave up control right there just to get that YA.
Maybe CZM's getting a bit frustrated because he can't find Jibo. He doesn't know where he is. He can't can't push on him. He knows he's stacked much more than Jibo, but he can't attack.
Yeah, possibly. Jibo's doing a really good job of playing cat and mouse right now, but eventually Paul's... The thing about this map is a lot of the spawns are out in the open above the bridge, and if you can manage to kill somebody out there, you can go on an insane spawn run, and there's nothing the guy can do about it, literally. So, I mean, Paul knows that, hey, I have 1 frag now, but I could have 10 in a matter of 3 seconds.
CZM pushes on Jibo and has a nice rocket, 2 nice shaft kills there. Jibo trying to push on YA, but CZM spammed those rockets and hit Jibo to try to get it.
Jibo's going to pick up LG here. Paul still has control of that Mega. Jibo's pretty much trapped on that whole back side of the map because the way Paul's moving and the way Paul's controlling, he's not giving him a choice.
CZM stacked right now. Jibo's going to get spawn killed here. It's going to be 4-0, 3 minutes and 320 seconds into the game.
That was really dumb by Jibo to just stand there and shoot him with machine gun. I'm not sure what he was thinking, but he could have definitely at least tried to get away.
Trying to shaft prediction here, trying to get that shaft, a couple of points of damage in here while CZM comes around the corner. Jibo able to pick up the yellow armor, so he finally got a yellow armor.
He finally got a yellow armor. We're about almost 4 minutes in, but he finally got the yellow armor. He's got 15 health now. Paul knows it. Paul's going to actually probably try to cut him off at LG. He knows he's trapped in that LG room.
There's nothing that much Jibo can do. He can run around, he can get health, but the only weapon he has is lightning gun, which is probably the best gun that he could have in this situation. But he's going to need the rocket launcher. He's going to need to hit rocket shots to knock off damage in CZM.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the time, the score you see right now will be the final score. So, I mean, even if Paul loses control, he can buy himself 5 minutes before frags, at minimum, especially if he gets the correct spawns. But right now, he has Jibo trapped on the whole jump pad side of the map. I mean, there's literally nothing Jibo can do right now.
All Jibo can do is shoot machine gun.
Yeah, even if he gets to the shotgun, which he is right now, there's nothing else he can do. I mean, he can go up that jump pad, but he's not going to go out there because Paul's going to be waiting.
CZM can basically just run around now on top of the map and can control Mega and control the YA and just keep running. And there's nothing Jibo can do. Control the weapons.
That's basically what I mean, eventually Jibo is going to have to take a gamble. He's going to have to try to... He's doing pretty... I mean, he does have 70 armor. He's doing a pretty good job of roaching. But eventually he's going to have to try to at least keep Paul off of an item.
Well, Jibo was finally able to get the rocket launcher there. He was peeking, waiting to see if CZM was out there. He was able to get the rocket launcher, so now if he's able to hit a couple of nice rocket shots on the CZM, he'd be able to come back on here. Jibo seems to be forfeiting the yellow armor. Oh, he's waiting. The CZM's able to pick it up.
That yellow armor is known as... Yeah, see, here it is right here. I mean, the trap has been set, but Paul doesn't manage to make the conversion on that. And the thing is when you are walking up towards that YA, there's 3 different locations those people can be camping. And it happened versus me against some moves. It happens versus a lot of players that they just get trapped right there. And there's nothing... Once you're in that corner to get that YA, you can get bounced for 4 rockets. Yeah, easily.
And it's over.
Yeah. So that's why you saw him kind of sitting there going, hey, do I go down there or do I not?
He's pushing at Jibo. It seems like Jibo's been running around the entire game, just trying to get weapons, trying to get armor. He is stacked 100 to 153 now, so it may be time for Jibo to push and try to...
You are definitely going to see an encounter here pretty soon. I think what's going to happen is Jibo's going to actually wait for this Mega. I think he has the time on it, and he's going to take a gamble. But Paul... Paul's ridiculously stacked right now.
I think Paul has the timing on the Mega, and Jibo's not sure. Did Paul just pick it up? 100, 190 to 180. And it catches Jibo out in the middle with shaft, and Jibo has to run away again. Knocked down to 64 health, 33 armor, 89 armor, 89 health, 43 armor. CZM is going to pick up this YA, and he's going to pick up Mega.
See, Jibo should be catching on by now that Paul's rocket jumping to that YA. I mean, he already hit him with the mid-air rockets. See, right now, Jibo needs to take advantage of that. I mean, that shaft can push Paul back enough to maybe make Paul retreat. He's got to play the angles a lot better. Like the same thing on Hub. The reason Jibo lost a lot of the fights, it wasn't the aim, it wasn't the armor, it was just the angles he was at.
CZM's really stacked now. He still has 147 health, 200 armor. He still has control of red armor and the yellow armor near the Mega. And Jibo's still being forced into that corner, being forced to run around to try to pick up shards, try to spam rockets to see if CZM's going to push. Paul really hasn't been baited by Jibo at all. It seems like Jibo's trying to bait him into that area, make Paul get frustrated, making him push so he can hit a couple rockets on him. So Paul is just fine running around top of the map with the rocket launcher, waiting for Jibo to get frustrated with him not
Nice rocket there by
him.
Jibo from across the map. Hit Paul directly for about 100 damage. Yeah, see, the thing about this map is Jibo knows, hey, I'm down 4-0. if I can stay alive and pick up a frag, I can easily come back. So he's just trying to keep the score low right now because this is one of those maps where, let's say Paul goes on a run, he gets up 10-0, it's over. It's going to be over 9 minutes in if he can't keep the score down. So what Jibo's doing, I think, is correct, but I also think he needs to try to spam more. He's not using nades at all, which seems to be the trend on this new No DM9. I'm not sure why nobody uses nades as much. And as I say that, Paul's using nades, but
and there's a lot of different angles that nades can bounce off.
Oh, especially like Mega from above.
Oh, and Jibo pushes and gets hit all the way down to 30 health now. So Jibo did try to push in. He got hit with a rocket and out LG'd. So now Jibo's got to do all of that all over again.
You know, I think that was a good decision by Jibo. Didn't work out for him, but a good decision not. I'm actually surprised he got out of there alive because Paul really, I mean, he went in the lava, he got hit by 2 rockets, he got LG'd, and he still managed to get out of there alive. So, I mean, really nice job by Jibo. Jibo knows where he is right now, but there's nothing he can do.
But now Jibo's going to have to do all of that over again.
Right.
He's going to have to pick up the armor, got to pick up the shards, he's going to have to run around for another couple minutes. We're already 8 minutes and 30 seconds in, and he's down 4-0, so he can't keep turtling and keep trying to hold Paul off, because it seems like Paul isn't taking his bait. He doesn't really care if he just runs around down there.
Paul is not playing Jibo right now. He is not playing the player. He's playing the map. All he's doing is running around this map, and if he sees him, he's going to fight him. But he knows, hey, Jibo has to come to me eventually.
Yeah, all he's doing is running back to RA, back to Mega, RA to Mega to LG to RL to RA to Mega.
Paul might as well be in the server by himself right now. I mean, honestly, he might as well be playing a bot because all he's doing is just working on his timing. This is practice for Paul right now. That's all it is.
Picks up yellow armor there, so Jibo can't even get a yellow armor.
No, I mean, this map is on lock. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Paul, like, Jibo can't move because even if he gets in a fight with Paul, he's going to lose because it doesn't matter if Paul shafts 19%, he's still going to kill him because he has more armor and health.
Paul has exact control of that Mega. I don't think Jibo knows what time it is.
I don't think so either.
Paul just picked up that Mega, 200 health and 80 armor. Jibo with a nice rocket wasn't able to convert on any of the other ones. So it's going to be continuing to run around for Jibo.
See, Jibo kind of got the idea right there. He knew that YA Paul would eventually get there, but it didn't work out for Jibo again because he's missing his shots. Not only is he not trying to convert on Paul, he's missing his shots. I mean, he's not even trying to camp a spot on Paul. He's kind of just running around, you know.
I think Jibo may be waiting for the Mega spawn, and he gets shafted below the red armor, so he missed the red armor there.
Yeah, but he's going to manage to get it anyways. He's going to be able to fight Paul off here. Ooh, nice rocket there by Jibo. Paul actually lost a lot of armor and health there. Paul's only at 130-50 right now.
Well, he's able to get that yellow armor, pushing Jibo away. That was crucial if he got that.
That was a really important armor for Paul. Jibo doesn't know what time Mega's coming up. So what he's going to do now is he's going to camp this area. Now that he's got Paul off, this actually gives him a chance to pick up this Mega.
Well, Jibo's finally in the center. This is the first time in the entire game where he's been in control of that rocket launcher spawn, and he's going to try to get the Mega and try to get that red armor. Well, CZM has been controlling that Mega the entire game.
There it is. Jibo manages to get the Mega.
Jibo gets his first Mega of the game. This is where Jibo's going to have to push on him with 4 minutes left to go and down by 4.
Nice rocket there. Jibo oh, nice. Bouncing Paul
nice
around.
Rockets.
Oh, man.
3 nice rockets by CZM, pushing Jibo away with Jibo's 22 health.
That's got to be frustrating.
He can't run, and now it's 5-0, and that could be game.
That could definitely, I mean, he could definitely still win, but that could have been the deciding factor right there. That was it. All he's been waiting for all game, like all that work he did of staying alive, just got right. I mean, he had him dead right there. I don't know if he should have dropped right there because Paul could easily went to the teleporter and he lost position. I mean, he pretty much gave up position and control to chase a frag.
And Jibo finally got that Mega, and finally got the armor. Maybe if he waited like 30 seconds more, or a minute more to attack.
The irony in the whole I mean, he waited the whole game to have that exact moment, and then he has such good patience, and then right there he rushes it.
Yeah, he blew it.
Yeah, he did. He blew it. Nice.
That was nice rush there, making it a 5-1 game. So there's 3 minutes left to go, and he can push back on CZM. CZM is able to get the rocket launcher, though.
That is a huge frag right there. Jibo's going to probably wait longer for the Mega before he makes. There it is, right there. He's gonna go on the hunt basically right now. He has no choice. He has to kill Paul right now, or Paul can basically run the rest of the map.
Yeah, Jibo is stacked much more than Paul. Now Paul is playing cautious just like Jibo was. Jibo was able to get the RA, but Paul has height advantage now. He can just wait on here. He does hit the floor with the rockets. That's going to take him down a couple points of damage. Only down to 100 health and 62 armor. Does pick up YA, picks up a couple shards, 72 armor. Jibo right now is 140 and 200. So with 2.5 minutes to go, Jibo's going to have to push. See Paul can just keep pushing back keep shooting rockets forward.
Jibo's going to have to predict where Paul's going, because if he lets Paul just kind of backpedal and play with the jump pad area and stuff like that, he's never going to get a frag. But he's going to have to predict where Paul is going. He's going to have to make a cutoff move. He's going to have to hit a nice midair shot or something. He's going to have to, like right here, he's going to have to know where Paul's going. Paul.
Yeah, Paul only had 3 rockets there. Jibo didn't know that, but if he pushed on there and he ran out of rockets, it's very hard to defend yourself without rockets. And a nice rocket by Jibo, knocking CCM down to 182 health and 67 armor. And a great rocket by CCM. Keep pushing him away, and he's going to run away now. Picking up the 50. That's a big 50 by CCM.
That was a really lucky bounce by Paul. Oh, nice.
Paul with the shaft kill, and that could do it now.
That's going to seal the deal, I think.
6-1 with a minute 45 seconds to go, and I don't think that Jibo can come back
There's
now.
basically no way Jibo can come back. I mean, you have 4-second spawn delay, so you have to take that's 20 seconds right there at least that Paul has on Jibo. So if he doesn't kill Paul by 20-second mark, it's literally over, and at that point he would have to get perfect spawns.
Right now, Paul could just wait there, keep spamming rockets.
CCM literally has about a 35-second cushion right now.
He's not even worried about the Mega. He's letting Jibo get the Mega. He can let Jibo get the red armor. He doesn't really mind right now. He can just run around.
This
game, stay there.
As of right now, is over. Paul's going to move on to the finals.
Jibo's going to have to rush him. He has to back off a little bit. Goes the other way. Catches CCM going towards yellow armor. So that was very nice. And he does get a spawn.
He does get the spawn, but he can't convert.
He can't convert. He has to chase him. Oh, and a nice shotgun by CCM. Shutting down Jibo with 11 health.
Putting the hurt on Jibo right there. Another knife to the back to seal the deal by Paul.
Poor Jibo there. Jibo had the spawn frag.
You can see the instant replay here of that shotgun. This is pretty sick. Oh man, that's a pretty sick shot by Paul right there. That's definitely going to go in the highlight clip.
Now Jibo with 21 health, 100 armor. This game, going to be 30 seconds left to go. So CCM will win the upper bracket.
Yeah,
and he will wait for the lower bracket. And in terms of the lower bracket, Zamis did beat Python in 2 maps. He won very close on Hub, and then he destroyed him on ZTN. And Cooler beat Viju. So now it's going to be Zamis versus Cooler in the lower bracket.
It's going to be a really interesting matchup because they both kind of have the same style of play. I think Cooler might be a bit more aggressive, but the way those guys are going to... CCM wins this match 7-3. Paul, obviously a little exhausted. He had a really... Jibo put up a great fight. I mean, those were some good games. Not many people can take Paul to 3 maps like that.
No, they can't. And I think Jibo would have had it if he didn't push at that moment on ODM9. If he waited maybe 30 more seconds, he finally got the Mega after about 10 minutes of the game.
A little bit more patience. I mean, he waited so long. If he would have been a little more patient, he could have turned that game around. But instead, he rushes him, takes a gamble. Like I said, he would eventually take. Didn't work out for him. Paul, with his insane aim, kind of got lucky, bounced him around a little bit. And as you can see, Jibo looks a little frustrated. He doesn't lose much. I mean, he won CPL Singapore. He won CPL Sweden.
Yeah.
In Italy, he got 3rd. And I talked to him on MSN. He was really upset about it.
He was really upset. He had a frown face in his MSN title.
Yeah, he was pretty upset.
Yeah, he thought he was going to win. But Killer played great that tournament. Killer's hitting some insane rails in that tournament.
He's not like Viju this tournament. A big surprise. Like, people weren't expecting him to do that well. But yet they did.
Well, it kind of shows how far you can go if you hit a lot of rails.
You know, and here's the most impressive thing about Paul's win. I mean, he's been at school in Pasadena for a long time. I mean, he hasn't really touched Quake that much. And here he is at the CPL with maybe 2 weeks hardcore practice, maybe, and he's in the finals. I mean, that's insane.
Yeah, I know. He hasn't been playing that much. He hasn't been practicing that much. He's been waiting on West Coast servers. And if anyone that knows the West Coast scene in Quake, it's non-existent.
Yeah.
There is no West Coast scene in Quake anymore.
It's about the equivalent of Illusions at a LAN.
Exactly. So for Illusions in Quake 1v1, that's for you. So who do you think will win Zamis versus Cooler?
I think Cooler's going to take it. I don't think Zamis has been playing that well. I mean, which is funny because he's so far into the tournament. But his B game is better than a lot of people's A game. But I don't think he's been playing that well, and Cooler has. I mean, especially, I was so impressed that win over Viju on Hub. I mean, it wasn't just a win; it was pretty much domination. So, next up, I guess you guys have JMC.
JMC's been playing great this event.
Yes, they have.
They've been probably the best American team so far. 3D and Call aren't proven up to what they should be, but JMC has been playing great.
Yeah, Jax is rocking the suit and the tie like he always does, looking slick while his team's winning. So
The CPL 2006 Winter Championship Finals from Dallas, Texas are presented by AMD. Own the game. Choose AMD. And by the ATI Radeon X1950 from AMD. Also brought to you by BenQ. Enjoyment matters. Choose BenQ. Pizza Hut, bringing exceptional pizza deals to gamers. Razer, for gamers, by gamers. Coverage brought to you by GotFrag.com, your daily dose of esports.